Today we're going to be reading The Snowy Day by Ezra Jack Keats. And on the cover of this book, I see a little child in what looks to be a snowsuit. And there's footprints, and it looks like snow. And then I see a traffic light. And this little circle here, it looks like money, but it's actually a medal. This book had won the Caldecott Medal. So I wonder what this book is, what's going to happen in this book. Let's read and find out. On this page, it's giving us other books that Ezra Jack Keats has written. We're going to read some of his other books. Oh, I cannot get the page to turn. Oh, look at this beautiful page with painted snowflakes. The Snowy Day. And I see an S for snowy and D for day. Look, the little boy's sliding down a hill. To Tick, John, and Rosalie. That's who he's dedicated the book to. One winter morning, Peter woke up and looked out the window. Oh, so that little boy's name is Peter. Snow had fallen during the night. It covered everything as far as he could see. After breakfast, he put on his snowsuit and ran outside. The snow was piled up very high along the street to make a path for walking. So the snowplows must have come through and made a path for walking, and they put the snow on the side. Crunch, crunch, crunch. His feet sank into the snow. He walked with his toes pointing out like this. So he's walking with his toes pointing out. He walked with his toes pointing in like that. And next, he points his toes in. Can you walk like that? I see he's making tracks in the snow. Then he dragged his feet slowly, S-L-O-W-L-Y, to make tracks. So look, it almost looks like he's got wheels or something for feet, doesn't it? Because he was dragging his feet, so he just made big lines. And he found something sticking out of the snow that made a new track. Oh, look, he found something. I wonder what he found that made that track. Let's see. It was a stick. A stick that was just right for smacking a snow-covered tree. I wonder what's going to happen when he smacks that tree. Down fell the snow, plop, P-L-O-P, plop, on top of Peter's head. It's a good thing he's wearing his snowsuit. Oh, there he is walking again and making tracks. He thought it would be fun to join the big boys in their snowball fight, but he knew he wasn't old enough, not yet. So he'd like to join them, but he figured he was maybe a little too little. Snowball fights are okay, but if you get a snowball in the face, it hurts. I'm not a big fan of snowball fights. So he made a smiling snowman. Oh, look at that snowman he made. I wonder if you've ever made a snowman. And he made angels. Oh, have you ever made snow angels? I have. I've done both. Making a snowman is a lot harder than you would think. He pretended he was a mountain climber. He climbed up a great, big, tall, heaping mountain of snow and slid all the way down. So there he is climbing up, and there he is sliding down. That looks like fun. I like to use a sled, though. He picked up a handful of snow and another, and still another. He packed it round and firm and put the snowball in his pocket for tomorrow. Then he went into his warm house. I've never tried to save a snowball in my pocket. Have you? He told his mother all about his adventures while she took off his wet socks. Looks like he might be getting ready for a bath. After being out in the cold snow, a warm bubble bath would feel so good. And he thought and thought and thought about them. So he sat in the bathtub thinking about all his adventures he had had that day. Do you remember what adventures he had? He walked with his toes pointing out and his toes pointing in. And then he found a stick. He saw a snowball fight. He made a snowman and a snow angel. Before he got into bed, he looked in his pocket. His pocket was empty. The snowball wasn't there. He felt very sad. Oh, but you know what I see? I see that his pocket is wet. So, I wonder what happened with that snowball. What do you think? And he was sad. How would you feel if you tried to save a snowball and then it was missing? Let's see. While he slept, he dreamed that the sun had melted all the snow away. Oh, so he's dreaming. But when he woke up, his dream was gone. The snow was still everywhere. New snow was falling. Wow, new snow is falling? I love when it snows outside. What do you think of snow? After breakfast, he called to his friend from across the hall, and they went out together into the deep, deep snow. Look how tall that snow is. Him and his friend are going out in the snow. The end. And then here it's showing you some other books that the same author has written. It looks like Peter's in a lot of them. I'm going to have to read some of those books and put them on YouTube. That's the end of the story.